Stage 4. Loving ourselves by healing emotional baggage and childhood traumas. We go in life blindly most of the time, until something happens. Mostly, something painful to us. Insecurities come to the surface, blocking everything around us. We often don't recognize this in our early ages, but in adulthood. All human beings were raised due to different programmation regarding their families. Our parents did the best they can, but the best they can is not always enough for us, especially in a younger age. A child needs a lot of care, understanding, validation, and closure. A child needs to be loved unconditionally. In case of the needs of a child are not met, they grow up feeling lonely, inadequate, and undeserving of love. In our teenage years, we tend to function with our deep problems. If it is healthy programmation, we won't face a lot of obstacles dealing with everyday life. But if it's not healthy, we tend to behave in a toxic way, feeling insecure, developing traumas, choosing bad friends, and attracting unhealthy partners. So we grow up carrying with us emotional baggage from childhood, traumatized adults, unaware of what's really preventing us to move further. So what is childhood trauma? The trauma I'm talking about here is not the war trauma or the traffic big accident. I'm talking about the little traumas we don't know they exist in us, going through abusive childhood. Maybe your parents used to yell at you badly and call you bad names. Maybe they used to hit you, or reflect all the anger on you, or neglect you. Maybe they didn't listen to your needs, or they didn't make you feel safe. Maybe they shut you down every time you try to express yourself. It can be a trauma from school too. Maybe your teacher treated you badly. Maybe he embarrassed you in front of your class. Maybe your friends bullied you and made fun of your appearance, your clothes, your grades. So our childhood traumas manifest in adulthood in forms of unhealthy behaviors and toxic traits in personality. And in relationships in general. So with a toxic personality, unhealthy behaviors, bad entourage, incompatible partner, you find your life in ultimate disaster and causing you mental health problems, physical issues, and emotional damage. It can manifest in dissociation, panic attacks, mental health problems like anxiety, depression, avoidancy, addiction, abusive relationships, substance abuse, and other insecurities. So what does childhood traumas has to do with self-love? Well, traumas have bad impacts on our brain. It leads us to self-hatred and to skipping and running away from ourselves in order to not feel the pain and to not deal with it. But then that deep pain becomes a backfire strategy to our own happiness. It causes us to lose our identity, our ability to be productive. It causes us to lose opportunities and people we love sometimes. So in order to love ourselves fully, we have to heal these emotional baggages and childhood traumas to reach a higher level of inner peace, self-acceptance, and to be aligned spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Now, how can we heal our childhood traumas? After defining our insecurities, which are the manifestation of trauma, now we do what we call reparenting ourselves. It means that you take time with yourself and you reimagine the traumatic event and do the right thing to the little child inside of you that you wish your parent or your caregiver or your friend or your teacher have done to you when you were a child. You can give the little child a hug. You can tell him that he is loved and appreciated as he is. You can give him recognition. You can forgive him for something that he has done. You can listen to him while he is expressing himself. Now, this process can be emotional. If you feel like crying, it's okay. It's your trauma getting out in the softest way possible. Maybe you will feel chest pain. Maybe you'll have uncomfortable feelings. It's alright. That's what it means to heal. It is facing those painful feelings and containing them. The other thing that you can do side to side with reparenting yourself is to reverse the negative self-talk by a positive one. Whenever your mind tells you something bad, just reverse it into a good one about yourself. Appreciate the gifts you have. Challenge yourself doing uncomfortable things. Pay attention to what your body is telling you. And that's how we will heal traumas. Now, some traumas can be so hard for us to deal with and to heal alone. So you can maybe see a professional therapist or get professional help. But something for sure is that the healing process is a long one, and it requires a lot of patience and courage and a big deep breath. It's a healing journey. Start your healing journey now.